everybody, welcome to Life at Sunny Lee with Kathy Jarvis. And we've gotten through Thanksgiving, and it was a nice Thanksgiving. We had a small group. Some of the people who were supposed to have come could not come because they either had to work or they were confined at home on self-quarantine from COVID. So now that's over with and they are all okay now. We can go on with with life. Yeah, nice little Thanksgiving. Had some leftovers, which I froze, and didn't have many at all, really. And some of the things that we've had, our son from Ohio came over and stayed until Tuesday this week, so that was nice to have him here. And then, yeah, last night, let's see, Thursday night, our oldest son came and visited, and he and his wife are going to come down Saturday and spend the night and visit with us. So I'm looking forward to that. Some of the things that we've gotten done this week is we've got the rest of the greenhouse. We got the rest of the plants taken care of out there. Got all the lima beans taken care of and pulled out. I still have to cover that bed with the fabric, but the rest of the beds are all covered and ready for the winter and for next spring when I can start planting them again. Inside the greenhouse, we still have a bunch of things growing. I have broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, beets, radishes, celery, peas, garlic, broccoli rabe, turnips, kale, Swiss chard, and a bunch of lettuces in the big greenhouse. And the little greenhouse, I still have some petunias still growing, and I also have Brussels sprouts growing. So we harvested parsnips, turnips, radishes, and Brussels sprouts last night. So we're still getting a good amount of food out of there. And then I've decorated the house for Christmas, packed all the Thanksgiving stuff away. So I'll show you some of my decorations that we put out. On the front porch here, we have my old sled from when I was a kid, which I found up in the garage, up at Mom's shed. And I painted it and decorated it. It's pretty old, so it's not really, it can be used for the sled, but I prefer not to because I don't want it to get ruined. So I decorated and used it as a decoration. And over here is a piece of the old chicken coop. When we had to redo the roof, I kept one of the boards and decorated it up as a rustic sign for the front door. And the wreath, Mom and I made this a long time ago, and I just spray painted it a couple years ago and added new decorations to it. And it's just made out of a coat hanger and plastic bread wrappers cut into strips and painted, and it's lasted for a long time. And go inside and I'll show you what other decorations I have put up. The witch is now dressed in her Santa Claus outfit with her little reindeer by her side, and got this Santa, which my mom got me a long time ago. And then up the stairway we have all the stockings. This is a tribute to my Dalmatian that I had past 10 years ago, but he always sits there and reminds me of Spotty. And then I got the stockings hung up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, there's 8 of them. They're supposed to be, anyway, they're for my 7 cats and an extra one for Spotty, remembering Spotty. And then in the dining room, we have the large snowman that sits in the high chair. And then on the table, I have the snowman and then the reindeer set. Now this reindeer set was made by my grandfather, and my mom painted it according to what I remember her saying. And I've never touched the paint or anything on this. This is the original paint job, and it's held up really well. And this is a tribute to my grandfather and my mom. Both have been gone for a long time. Grandpa died in 1960s, if I remember correctly, and Mom 2004. And then another little stuffed thing that she had. So, and then up here, which I keep out all year round, but you just don't notice them, is my angels and my Santas. Now those tall angels and the tall Santas were painted by my cousin, who's also gone. And I kind of keep those up there just as a reminder of her, and I really enjoy them. So we'll go into the kitchen. I didn't decorate a whole bunch this year, but I did some. And this is a wreath that my son got me. He got me the kit a couple years ago, and I put it together and made it, and I think it's kind of cute, so it's in the kitchen. And then we'll go out. I did decorate the closed porch. I guess this is what people see when they first come in the back door. And I've got the bells on the window, a stuffed Christmas tree. I thought about putting a larger Christmas tree out here, but really there's just not any room unless I took this table away. And I use this table a lot, so especially when I'm getting into the freezer, I like to be able to put the stuff on the table, and that way I can just find what I want easy. And then I got the Christmas wreath going into the garage, and then this one going into the house. So that's all I've decorated out here. Not a whole bunch, but I just wanted enough to be a Christmas spirit and not have to think afterwards, oh, I gotta take all this down. I wanted to keep it fairly simple. And then in here, the front room, I have the stockings all hung up, and I have this wooden snowman, the wooden reindeer, and the wooden Santa Claus. You can't hardly see him. He is, I can get through past the dog here. He blends into the side of the stone pretty good. But I saw him a couple years ago and just fell in love with him. So he's here. And then over here I have my little Christmas tree. And then here is our main Christmas tree, which is a snowman, of course. And it's done in silver and blue this year to match the house. And I think it turned out really well. And then the last thing that I decorated, I'll show you in a second. This is Puppy. Puppy's had problems again, which was another thing this week. We had to go and take a sample to the vet and get some medicine for her. She now has another UTI. So I guess that's what it's called, urine infection. Anyway, she's on medication, has to be on it for the next 14 days altogether, so she's got a while to go yet. But a big difference after the first dosage. The day before we took the sample, she was whining. She woke us up in the morning saying she had to go out, and she'd just whimper and whimper and whimper. One dose and she was much calmer. So medicine seems to be working really well. Now the last thing I decorated is I put out all my snowmen. These are made by my mom and me, and some I collected. That we've got lots and lots of snowmen. I did put a couple of decorations upstairs in the, not in the bedrooms, but in the public area where people come can come through. I've got more snowman collection and more sitting here. And then in the family sunroom area, I didn't put much. I just put the Santa Claus and that's all. So that's where I've been doing. That's the decorations that we've put up. And like I said, it's been quite busy. My husband again is at the apartments working. We've had some problems there with the refrigerator going out and the stove not working right. So we had to buy a new fridge for the apartment, and now he's working on the stove, getting it fixed. So things have been going on, and plus I've been buying Christmas gifts. The ups man and the mailman has been coming and leaving gifts and stuff. So doing most of my shopping online this year, basically because I can find it easier. I've been to the stores. Do you know, I even went to the stores to look for Christmas cards, and the only thing I found were like 10 Christmas cards for like $8. No way. I gotta find something cheaper. Either that or everybody's gonna get a Christmas card through the mail, through the email. One or the other, but I'm not paying no $8 for 10 cards, that's for sure. I usually mail out around 50 or 60 of them. So that would get expensive fast. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost anything. If you have a comment on any of my decorations or anything that I'm doing or what you're doing, how you've decorated for this year, let me know in the comments below. Remember to hit the bell icon so you know where I'm going to be on next. And remember, like always, dream big and follow that dream. Bye, everybody.